The core team just released major updates that could change everything for Pi's future, and I'm one of the first to cover it. If you're holding Pi or still waiting for migration like me, this video is a must-watch. We're diving into the new roadmap, Tokenomics, and what this means for your coins. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and love getting real-time crypto updates and plays I'm in, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat. And remember, this isn't financial advice, just me sharing the crypto moves I'm watching closely. Let's go. The market has been relatively calm today, with most assets moving sideways and showing little volatility. There hasn't been anything particularly dramatic happening across the board. However, Pi coin has stood out by maintaining a solid performance. It's currently holding strong at 62 cents, marking a modest 1.3% gain for the day. This is notable, especially given that trading volume has tapered off, settling around $93 million. Despite the lower volume, Pi coin is consolidating well within a tight range between 59 cents and 63 cents. This kind of price action often signals a period of stability before a major move, the classic, calm before the storm, scenario. And with the latest developments emerging today, that storm could be just around the corner. Right. Big news straight from the Pi Network core team, the long-awaited mainnet migration roadmap has officially been released. That's right, it just dropped less than an hour ago, and it's already generating a lot of buzz within the community. This roadmap outlines the entire migration process in detail, breaking it down into phases that include the initial wave of migrations, the second batch, and how ongoing migrations will be handled moving forward. But that's not all. What makes this update even more significant is the clarity it brings regarding the tokenomics and overall supply structure of Pi. Until now, there's been a lot of speculation and uncertainty around how the Pi coin will be distributed and managed post-migration, but this new roadmap finally provides concrete answers. It's a major step forward in transparency, and it gives the community a clearer picture of what to expect as we move closer to full mainnet functionality. Here's what you need to know in a nutshell, and trust me, this is worth paying attention to. First, migrations are being prioritized. If you're still waiting in the initial migration queue, like I am, there's finally some good news. The Pi Network core team has confirmed that this group is now being prioritized. This means the system is actively processing those early migration requests, and we can expect to see more wallets transitioning to the mainnet soon. It's been a long wait for many of us, but things are finally moving forward. Second, migrations, including referral bonuses. The second phase of migrations is also rolling out, and it comes with a nice bonus for those who were active in growing the network. If you used a referral link during sign-up or helped others complete their KYC, know your customer, process, you're in for a treat. This phase includes bonus Pi allocations as a reward for your contributions to expanding the ecosystem. So, not only are you helping others get onboarded, but you're also getting rewarded for it. More Pi in your wallet and more reasons to stay engaged. Periodic migrations incoming. Once the initial and second phases of migration are completed, Pi Network will shift to a more streamlined and consistent migration schedule. According to the core team, future migrations will occur on a monthly or quarterly basis, depending on the network's capacity and the number of pending users. This new system is designed to ensure a smoother transition for users who join the network later or complete their KYC at a later date. Instead of having to wait indefinitely or rely on one-time migration windows, these regular cycles will make it easier for everyone to move over to the mainnet in an organized and predictable way. It's a smart move that promotes scalability and long-term sustainability as Pi Network continues to grow globally. Let's talk money, because let's be honest, that's what everyone's been anxious about lately. There's been a lot of chatter around the Pi token unlocks and the fear that a wave of sell-offs could crash the price. So, let's break down the numbers and clear up some of that uncertainty. Pi Network has a total maximum supply of 100 billion Pi, and here's how it's allocated. 65% is reserved for the community and mining rewards. This is the largest portion, dedicated to the pioneers who've been mining and supporting the network from the early days. 20% is allocated to the core team, the developers and contributors behind the scenes who've been building the infrastructure and technology. 10% goes to the Founders Reserve, essentially a long-term incentive pool for the original visionaries of the project. 5% is set aside for liquidity. This part is crucial for maintaining a stable and tradable market on exchanges. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Not all of these tokens are in circulation yet. In fact, only a portion of the 65% community allocation has made its way to exchanges and wallets. The core team and founders' reserves are still completely locked, which means there's no risk of those massive bags being dumped on the market anytime soon. So, while it's fair to keep an eye on supply and unlocks, there's no immediate threat of a huge sell-off tanking the price, at least not for now. That gives Pi a bit of breathing room to grow organically as utility builds and more users join the ecosystem. So, what does this all really mean for you, me, and the entire Pi network community? If you haven't migrated yet, don't panic. Seriously, you're far from alone. Millions of users are still in the migration queue, and the Pi network core team is fully aware of this. That's why they've laid out a structured, phased roadmap to handle migrations efficiently. Whether you're in the initial batch, the second wave, or you'll be part of the periodic migrations later on, your turn is coming. The process is unfolding gradually, but purposefully, to ensure fairness, security, and smooth integration for everyone. If you're worried about price drops, take a deep breath. One of the biggest concerns in any crypto launch is the fear of sudden price crashes due to unlocked tokens flooding the market. But in Pi's case, the circulating supply is still relatively limited. The majority of tokens, especially those allocated to the core team and founders, are still locked, and only a fraction of the 65% community allocation has reached exchanges. That means there's still a chance for price stability, and possibly even a price pump as more users complete migration and demand continues to grow. And if you've been patiently holding Pi for years, this is your moment. All those taps, KYC steps, and referral efforts weren't in vain. After years of development, community building, and speculation, we're finally seeing the infrastructure, roadmap, and tokenomics come together. This is the beginning of the mainnet era, and it marks a major milestone in Pi's journey from concept to reality. It's a time to stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay ready for what's next. The roadmap has officially arrived, the long-awaited tokenomics are finally laid out in detail, and the Pi network is scaling at an impressive pace. With over 12 million users already migrated to the mainnet, we're no longer just talking about potential, we're witnessing real progress. This is a massive milestone that signals Pi is moving from theory into action. If the core team continues to follow through on what they've outlined, and if they can execute the next phases smoothly, Pi network might just become the next big player in the crypto space. The groundwork is there, a huge user base, a functioning mainnet, and now a clear roadmap and token structure. But the key word is if. Like with any emerging project, delivering on promises is what will make or break Pi's future. And the truth is, the next 30 days will be absolutely critical. This is the window where trust will either be solidified or tested. So if you're following the Pi journey, this is the time to pay close attention. And don't worry, I'll be right here, covering every major development as it happens. Whether it's migration updates, exchange news, or ecosystem rollouts, I'll break it all down and keep you in the loop. Stay tuned. Things are just getting started. If you found this helpful, drop a like, comment your thoughts on Pi's future, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Until then, keep mining, keep stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.